Simpson.
Andrew, how's it feel to be 1-0, not much play, 4-0 overall, and it seems like, overall as a team, you guys are working with some pretty good momentum right now.
Feels great. We're happy about where we're at, but we're not satisfied by any means. We know we left a lot of plays out there on the field, and we feel like we could have been better as an entire team. So it was a good win. We're happy to be 1-0, but definitely not satisfied.
Maybe kind of along those lines, how did you think play tonight?
The defense, we had some bright spots, but for sure things to work on. Shout out to our DTs, Herb, Brax, Mike, all of them. They came to play today, and Shell was a little banged up as well. So with the Temple offense, those guys, it's easy for them to get tired and want to sub out, but they played their hearts out, and we just got to keep playing as a unit and just maintain a long season. It's a long game, so we got to just stay on it every single play.
The big plays have kind of been what would have hurt you a lot this season. What do you guys have to do to really clamp down on those?
I would just say, just playing as a unit, playing smarter, making tackles. There's a lot of plays that weren't really big until we missed a tackle, and then they became something bigger. So just, overall, just being on the same page as a defense, doing all our job the best we can and just finishing plays, and we'll get off the field earlier.
What do you think about how Herbert Jones played tonight? I know a lot of times a D lineman will get 5 tackles.
Yeah, Herb, he's a dog. He comes to work every single day, and I know he doesn't get a lot of credit he deserves, but he does his job most of the time, and the times the plays come to him, he's making those tackles, and we need him to. With Sheldon getting banged up, some of those guys are gonna have to step up, and I'm happy about Herb's performance. He's come a long way for sure, and I'm proud of Herb.
How important is this next week for you guys? Long travel to Hawaii, and then you get to that second bye that kind of breaks up, your guys' season. So how important is this next week for you guys?
We just need to keep our head in it, just continue to try and just go one day at a time. It's going to be easy to look forward or even look to get to the bye week for dudes that are a little banged up. But I would just say, finish and look to try and just be together, this whole way, and take every day for what it is and try and just do every day, the best we can.
Andrew, you've been here for a while, and I know you guys do your best to, block out certain noise and stuff like that. But do you feel like it is different right now? The buzz, the energy around the program at all?
Yeah, I feel that way. It was just mainly because I seen how we worked. Since January, we knew the team we had, and we knew the guys were never running from work, and we knew the season that we wanted to have, and we knew what it was going to take to get there. And I'm just happy that so far, we're doing what we set out to do. But there's even a ton of things that we feel like we're not holding the standard that we should. So we have a long way to go, and the team knows that, and nobody's in there satisfied with anything that's going on so far. So I'm happy to see that, happy to know that guys are, just looking to the next one and trying to be the best we can.
Spencer, continues to echo that it's a, player developmental program or whatnot, and if there are opportunities to get guys into the practice, well, it might be down the depth chart. He wastes no time in doing that. And we're kind of getting to the point in the season where it's supposed to feel like it's kind of like the grind or whatnot. It doesn't really feel like that. How's he doing a good job of balancing that to make sure you guys, I'm assuming, are still pretty fresh?
Yeah, guys, they're banged up, but I would say that the weeks that early in the weeks he take care of at practice, he makes sure that our reps are not too strenuous on the body, and we do the most we can to get our work in. But he takes a good care of us on and off the field to make sure that we're ready to play every game. And some of these games are getting out of hand kind of early, so some of us have not taken as many snaps as we probably would if the games were coming down to the wire. So I feel like that's helping us as well, keeping our bodies fresh for the next one.
Over the winter, the city of Boise obviously named a snowplow after Ashton Genty, and then it showed up in the Albertson Stadium parking lot today. Did you guys give Ashton a hard time about that snowplow, and just what was your guys' reaction to it?
Yeah, when they first announced it, we kind of gave them a hard time, especially in our house. We gave them a hard time for it, but we laughed about it because putting it right in front of the Utah State bus and where they showed up was pretty funny to us. So to get off the bus and see that, I'm sure it wasn't a pleasant thing to see. But I'm happy about the way he played, and I'm happy that it's working out for him so far.
What do you make of these one-play drives from Ashton Genty? First touch of the game, he houses it from 64, and then later in the game, he has 75
Yeah, so as a defense, we want to start the game off, you know, as much as we can, you know, get out there early and start fast. So when we did that today, we come out the field thinking we're getting a little breather, and he takes it to the house, and we're just like, defense, back up. And I mean, it got us going early. I feel like it allowed us to get our feet in under us in the game because, you know, he scores so fast and lets us get back out there as fast as we can. But, like, you know, it's crazy to see, honestly. I mean, he's the best back in the country, and it's showing, you know, every single game he steps out there. So.
Matt jokingly said last week, you know, he said, you know, someone needs to stop him because we need the rest. You know, he said that jokingly. Just how, but when he does do that, how much does it fire you up to just go back out there and play as hard as you guys can again?
We see, I mean, we see how he plays. He puts it in the end zone. He gives us, you know, cushion, and we go out there, you know, more confident because we got the lead. And the more he does that, he's making plays, so it makes the defense want to make plays. And I'm sure, like, the other guys on offense see him make plays, and they're like, I want to make a play. So it's a contagious, you know, atmosphere when he's doing stuff like that. It makes the whole team want to jump on board and make more plays. So it gets the defense ready to go for sure because the energy is high. You know, Bronco Stadium is rocking every single time. So
I apologize for the excessive Ashton Genty questions here, but what does it actually feel like to tackle that kid?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not easy. And I mean, I've been going against him for 3 years now. So, like, even if I do get him down, like, you feel it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's definitely not easy as a defense. We all know when he's getting the ball, we got to rally to the ball and get all 11 hats to the ball. And, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not an easy task, but he gets us better for sure. Seeing him 3 years straight, I can genuinely say he got me better. And every rep I go, I make sure he's going and vice versa. So we definitely try and compete at a high level every time.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.